You're kind of lagging.
I guess, how are you feeling?
Ah, not good.
I think the question was, how are you hungover at 7 o'clock at night?
I'm an old man. I go out drinking, I get hungover for 2 days.
Wow, okay.
I saw him drink. It's definitely possible.
Wow!
Damn. I have never heard of it. 2 days
Yeah.
hungover.
I was already yesterday, I was not feeling so good because the day before yesterday I was already out, and then I thought about staying at home, but then a friend of mine convinced me, and all of a sudden it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm playing Elden Ring PvP with some random guys on the Discord.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty fun.
How it should be.
One thing led to another, and
Naturally. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how many things I have missed now.
Oh,
Mm.
you just missed. I think the. Wait, did you meet the vampire lady?
no. I
No,
don't
I
think.
don't think so, no.
But we skipped like 2 weeks now. 2 weeks we took a break.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Yeah.
session before you missed, when
Yeah.
we decided to go with them through a portal. Oh no, we teleported them here. They're
Yes.
acquaintances of Klaatu.
No.
Do you remember how we met the people of the last journey from the ship?
I remember we were at the cave, with the druid cave, something, and there was one of your colleagues, right? Basically. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that
It
was
We
was a
met the
ghost.
messenger of the hive.
A messenger, spider hive.
No,
Or of
the
the
bee ones.
mushroom. Ah,
Bee
yeah,
people.
or there are also the bees, the mental bees.
The ones who caused the mad buzzing.
The parasites, parasite psychic bees. Yeah, how could I forget about them?
And then from our way there, we made a detour to see what Goro was up to. And Goro was being hunted by the vampire guy who knows Klaatu. And we teleported him here, where we were met by his vampire friend. So all's merry.
So they basically just, they don't even hide the fact they are vampires. It's just something that's like out in the open.
No, we discovered it more than they openly
Okay.
talked about it.
Yeah.
But they were curious in our undying natures.
They try to drink your blood like down low.
Yeah, Loki. Let me see your neck. You have
Oh,
been
that's
bitten by a mosquito.
It's a spider bite. I have to suck out the poison.
Yeah. There's too much blood in your body, I can tell.
You ever heard of the rejuvenating effects of, I don't even know the English word for Adalas?
Oh.
Bloodletting. Bloodletting, right?
Yeah, bloodletting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Does
bloodletting.
wonders for your skin.
All right, and now there are a lot of skeleton dogs, I guess, and a big white insect thingy, and 3 vampires or something.
That's the whole entourage. He even revealed the pictures of the whole troop because we're going to have dinner with them.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't saw that last time.
dinner
If you
with
go.
a vampire.
It's under Monsters Vampire Castle.
Okay. Oh, okay, nice.
And we are with Ramon. No, we're not.
No, we are
you are
with
with Nard.
With Nardo.
Nardo and
Yeah, you
Leto.
are with with the Barbatos.
Ramone, Cecilia. They are all sounding
Oh my gosh, yeah.
kind of Spanish. Or is it Portuguese?
I was aiming for Italian, but
Ah,
yeah, it's
yeah, okay.
Latin-esque names. Yeah.
Martino de Cal. Oh, pretty cool.
Neo.
Did anyone of you possibly watched What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, is this
No.
is this such a situation right now?
No, but I
Yeah,
see
but-
Master Guido de Calvis, and I immediately think of What We Do in the Shadows.
It's a really fun series. You guys should watch it.
It's the best.
Yeah, the guy is really
It-
good who does it.
It's really funny. Yeah, I watched it too.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Okay.
I love they're all basically vampires living together like a VG, you know? And there's one that's basically an energy vampire. He just feeds off making people feel bad. And it's so fucking funny.
And there's also the movie. That's a series that's very nice. It's also very cool. With people of Flight of the Conchords, or the one with Jermaine, you know, Flight of the Conchords.
And you were lagging for me.
Yeah, same for me.
Okay, forget it.
Now
Not
fine,
worth it,
of
eh?
course. Yeah,
No,
that's-
there's also a movie called from the maker of Flight of the Conchords. Or one is playing or is in the cast.
Okay.
You can just watch the movie because the movie is a great presentation of what the series will be.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Taiki Waititi.
Yes.
Taika.
And he did a lot of nice things.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we were on our way to the castle
So, well,
just
I
before the
can
gates.
I can set the scene again. So you are in front of the castle, and the castle is this structure that seems to have almost
Oh.
erupted. It
Riser
emerged.
Droid.
Oh, Riser-Droid. Oh,
Perfect.
Hi.
yeah.
Mic
I don't
check
know.
1, 2.
Did you hear us?
I heard you.
Really?
Whoever said mic check
I
1, 2,
cannot
I heard.
hear.
Yeah, I said that, but
Okay, I cannot hear Riser specifically.
No, I have not heard Riza yet.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, there we
yeah.
are. It's work.
Yay!
Ah,
Gang, assemble.
Yes.
Water! Earth!
Fire.
Water! Love! The fuck?
Good work, mate. Carnage.
I'm pretty sure it was earth, fire, water, wind.
And carnage.
And love, right? Wasn't there
Yep.
love too?
Yeah, love last one.
The famous element. Love.
Secret ingredient.
I think it was
Well,
heart, not love, but that's okay.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
heart.
Hard. Even
Guys are
better.
so-
Stuff up.
But Klaatu would agree. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, starting off, setting the scene again. So you are in front of the vampire. This enormous structure, this castle that seems to have almost erupted out of this strange sort of volcano or mountain that composes it. There is an area of etherealness and silence in the air, and you can see as you look up into the castle. It seems to extend itself upwards into this almost infinitude, like a massive skyscraper. But all of the towers and the structures themselves, some of the rooms seem to switch and move around, creating this feeling of it being alive. And as it is, it seems to almost gaze at you. Its massive steel doors made with with patterns imprinted upon it of the victories of or maybe the story of the people that that live inside of this castle, opening before you like an enormous gaping mouth. As it does, you feel this gust of wind coming forth from inside, almost like a great breath in preparation of an enormous gulp. Justin walks forward and senses and detects that this, whatever is inside, exists in a plane in it of itself, a strange form of demiplane, as if the entirety of the castle was an extension of a mix of both a conjuration spell of the mighty fortress and at the same time merging it with the portable hole. But it exists. It is real, though there are shadows and illusions that walk around it and make the castle seem incredibly threatening. But the movement of it is real as well. But maybe not its life. You have crossed also this path almost like a garden of wicked spikes that sprout from the earth, and upon all of them, or upon each of them, is the body of a creature. Still, or more correctly, the skeleton of a creature. Still with its clothes attached, though with most of its expensive memorabilia still left. Mist has approached one of them, recognizing the leader, some strange form of ambassador of the Yuan-Ti Empire, and he has pat on the corpse. You have been instructed quite severely not to loot, and the dogs at this moment do not walk forth in this distance between this thorny veil and the castle itself. But there are potentially thousands of corpses here. Thousands of skeletons.
Yeah.
Like a field of scarecrows.
Wow. So you said a one person has made all this castle possible?
To whom are you asking?
Oh, to both. Generally looking at them while stepping through this portal.
It doesn't really feel like a portal. It feels as if you are just walking normally, as one would from one instance to another. But that feeling is created by a set of invisible prestidigitation and minor illusion spells that make you not feel the shock of the planes. Nardo looks back from the other side and says, Ramone Monsini is the great architect of this place, though we all contributed something to this.
Oh, something meaning the skeletons outside the door, right? Yeah. Energy must have come from someplace. I mean, he totally shifted this whole thing into another dimension as well.
Leto shrugs. It seems to be maybe kind of beyond her arcana abilities. Or maybe she just simply doesn't care. It might be too banal for her right now, having lived in this place for at least a few decades.
Mm-hmm.
From within, you see these 2, sometimes even 3-headed dogs, these big creatures, almost the size of a human, and they just run wildly, panting towards their master. Leto again approaches them, kneels down, and lets them completely overtake her as they just, in an incredible show of affection, start licking her face and everything that is her, I suppose. These ones, from their barking and from their sounds, they are alive, but there are some strong distinction of some stitches that appear in between some of the heads, though not of all of them. So maybe some of them have been bred, but others made.
Wow. Interesting.
I'm
He
just
doesn't seem
amazed.
to care, and is just in the midst of the emotion of meeting again these dogs, who have missed her enormously. The castle is pretty dark, and it is lit inside only by these very curious candle armors. They are armors that have candles where their heads should be, and yet they seem to be perfectly able to move by themselves through some sort of strange animatory power or animatory magic. They stand at the same time like an army in line, but strategically so to also light up the room.
Oh, so both of you do like to reanimate like dogs and other animals and stitch them together. So I'm making a vague guess here. Someone else is in charge of the armors.
These dogs are not reanimated. These
Oh
are
no, stitched.
lively. Well, we tried our best to breed them correctly, but some of them have to undergo some surgery. Plus, we don't do anything as savage as stitching them together. Tell them, Klaatu. You know that we are nice people.
Well, it's just the obvious stitch marks around the neck of the dog over there, but that was not the question. Is any of you in charge of the armors, or is that someone else's domain?
Nardo responds, saying, Piero Donardo is in charge of the armors. He is our blacksmith, I suppose, if you could say that. I specialize more in bows and certain sharpenings. Weapons are a mutual work of ours.
I mean, I happen to be so interested in studying the magic infusion of weapons and armors. Would I be able to meet mentioned Mr. Donato?
It certainly would be possible. Not sure if he would attend the dinner with us. Sometimes he is absent, focuses primarily on his own
Oh, not to
affairs.
diminish your presence, Nardo. We're going to start the conversation, as you have said. You and him have a mutual interest in working on weapons.
Do not worry about having to flatter me. I am content with my life.
Yeah, so just take the flattery then.
And Leto just looks at him for a moment and then focuses again on the dogs. From
I'll try to
the
look at
ceiling-
Mist to see how uncomfortable he is being inside this now.
I'm incredibly uncomfortable. I am like literally hanging onto Klaatu's robes.
Oh no.
I mean, my
Miss,
left hand is literally grasping his shoulder, nails
Okay.
digging into his shoulder.
Place my hand on yours.
Mist, you do feel that this whole place is of an unholiness that you have never really experienced before. It is not the concealed corruption that you experienced in the Yuan-Ti kingdoms, or the Yuan-Ti Empire, but a flagrant and open sort of necromancy, fiendishness, undeath that just fills you with this dread. And as the doors of the castle close in behind you, you feel almost your hope being, your tether of hope being snipped away.
Yeah, as the doors clang closed, my nails or my fingers dig deeper into Klaatu's shoulder.
Or to grapple.
Always.
That makes it bleeding.
Mist, you're so brave that you do that. I appreciate that, but it kind of hurts. But it's all right. And I pat his hand. We can do this. Oh.
I imagine you doing this awkward walk where it hurts and you're still leaning backwards into his weight because he's pressing you down as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
From the ceiling, suddenly or maybe from the sky, it's not exactly clear that the distances of this place, as this entrance hall is enormous, and yet some of the distances that are covered by these candle armors are done in quite a rapid pace, almost like, or in a completely unnatural, almost impossible pace. Things move even at a distance that don't seem at all to be even possible, almost as if you were watching a plane moving with the same perception of speed as a person running in front of you. Things seem to be strangely confusing in that sort of magic. And if you feel like if you gaze long enough into it, you will go, this could just break your mind entirely. From the midst of this darkness and candlelight, a woman descends. Her face is a pale but dark complexion, almost of essentially an anemic black person. She descends holding this staff. The staff oozes a strange form of vapor that solidifies or maybe liquefies in the middle of the air as this flowing of blood. She descends this flight almost in a 45-degree angle towards you. It says, Nardo, Leto, what have you brought tonight for dinner?
Oh, no. Do I see that she is Cecilia? Do I reckon this?
She is very clearly Cecilia, yes.
Yeah, so
But it has changed tremendously. She used to be, first of all, significantly darker, and she was the cleric of the ship. She was the most devout of the people, the most holy as well. For her to have this attitude is
savage.
something that bothers you.
Oh.
Something strangely alien to this.
Like a total different feel from the person you once. Yeah. So I stand.
And her aura, Mist, you feel, is part of the aura that extends this blackness into your soul. it seems to be coming almost directly from her, shutting off almost completely your connection to your gods.
I will involuntarily step behind Klaatu. Keep Klaatu between me and her. Still digging my fingers into his shoulder.
Oh, see, Mister, okay, we can do that. Come forward with me. Yes, a little bit. Thanks. Cecilia? Is,
Her descent is slow, almost as someone affected by featherfall, and she quite slowly steps onto the ground. She says, "Why, you know me?"
it's me, Morty. Well, we didn't come in contact so much on the shipboard. I reckon you, hundreds of years ago, perhaps you remember the cruise. Missed.
Morty. Oh, you're alive. So
Yeah,
this
I
is
was
what
on the
you
beach.
said that this is what you meant by that you were convening a very interesting dinner. Nardo, you are such a tea. She says this quite coldly. And you feel that some of the dogs even start almost growling at her.
Oh.
I'm not sure I quite remember you, but I feel you were a wizard, were you not?
Me? No. I was in the kitchen.
The kitchen. Ah, yes, you're a wizard now. An aspiring necromancer. How quaint.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I try my best. And it makes my life so much convenient. Oh my god, I couldn't live without it anymore. So
well
much
do you,
easier.
How well do you handle meats? Could use a good cook, I suppose.
Well, I never cooked. Actually, since I got my body back, it was always my dear friend Lurana who cooked. Or Amelie. Was it Amelie? Oh shit, I forgot.
She approaches you, specifically moving towards you,
Amelie.
and you feel that her staff, she moves it around, and it seems to sort of take off from each of you just the slightest layer of dirt or maybe even a touch of blood from your skin, moving it again into that oddly composed sensor that is her staff, and it seems to be the thing that is close to smelling you, feeling you close. And you definitely feel this otherworldly presence, this oppressive darkness that comes with it. She moves the staff next to her nose, smells it, and as she opens her mouth, you can clearly see a strange hunger enlarging her canines. It says, "Ah, tell me then, who are these people that you bring? They seem to be very composed for the servants of a necromancer. I wonder how you get their skins to stick so well to their bodies."
Oh. They are my friends, actually. So, nothing to eat? Sorry. I didn't know. Otherwise, I would have brought something.
Hmm. Well, that's alright. I don't smell only meat from you. You seem to have brought some delicacies from the shores.
Oh, yeah. Miru, show it.
Mir looks blankly and just like, take a punch. You mean this one?
You can't be fucking kidding me.
I mean,
Justin rolls his eyes.
I mean, the bird people likes it. The Araucano likes it. Do you like these kinds of things?
Everybody likes it, I guess. I love it.
She approaches, leans forward, and smells it. He says, smell quite sweet.
But also salty. You should try it if you can still eat something like that without vomiting.
She looks at you and says, what do you mean? I'm practically a vegetarian.
Oh,
Then we can eat this for dinner. I have a lot. And then Mir just like takes like bunch and bunch from the bag.
an inside check for that. Oh, that's actually good.
She considers herself
Okay, that
more
wasn't.
vegetarian, so maybe she is speaking more to the amount of food that some of the others eat.
Okay, I see. So it wasn't.
But she is definitely maybe not hungry,
Mm.
but more maybe thirsty.
Oh.
She definitely enjoys these pleasures of food.
Is blood considered vegetarian?
Yes.
I'm like, it's not meat,
Nah,
so.
it's not. It's not though. It's an animal product.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty sure.
true.
So,
Although, I mean, Nick is
Well,
vegetarian, right? So
I mean, you can drink milk, so technically milk is quite
How about we don't put it to the
bad.
test? How about we
just
just don't?
technicalities.
I'm with
When Leto
Justin.
and Nado invited us, I thought that they would be aware that we would not be the dinner and that we would eat accordingly. I look at
Yeah.
Leto and Nardo like, was that wrong?
well, they don't always communicate with us exactly what is going to happen. We were just convened for a dinner.
I wasn't
They
aware
came
you were
here
all
to-
acting as one.
No.
We acted as one a long time ago.
Oh, can I make an insight check to see how much more behind there? How much more weight?
Sure.
21.
21. Okay. There are some significant issues that press on them. This is you get the air of a dysfunctional family being forced to live together.
Do I sense some, like, does she, while saying that, does she gaze quickly upon either Leto or Nado?
She doesn't seem to really be a fan of them both.
Alright, that's fine. I'll just keep my mouth shut then and keep that to myself.
So, Celia, what are you doing these days?
Well, I am mostly keeping to myself, I suppose. I have created my little library here and some, but I am the head, I suppose, blood magician here.
Interesting.
Quite a fulfilling vocation, wouldn't you see? Everyone has their own specific duties, and I keep everyone's blood pumping.
Interesting. So, this library, how many books are there? I'm still
Oh,
into books.
you're still into books. What? I can't remember what exactly you liked. I'm sorry. You
Oh,
were never really that relevant, I suppose.
yeah, I
Um,
wouldn't.
Again, you find a shock. The old Cecilia would never say something like this.
I feel hurt.
Would never even think or even feel something like this. She says, "Tell me, I sense some very curious magics coming from all of you. Especially this one. Don't tell me that he's afraid." And she just looks intently at Mist. "And don't tell me that he's a believer either. Please."
Hmm. Well, Mist has a difficult on this plane. His difficulties. But he is not afraid, I can tell you.
Oh,
He's a very brave person even to be here.
At her look, I will just kind of narrow my eyes and kind of growl under my breath at her. Klaatu's probably the only one who hears it unless somebody else is really paying attention.
she does seem to be really paying attention to you. One
I'm
thing about
observant.
you is both fascinating but also incredibly annoying to her.
Okay.
But don't worry, we just stay here for one night. We just want to eat with you, have a nice dinner. I wanted to see you again, you all. I didn't know that there are other survivors. I just recently got to know that. And then we are on our way again. I will come back at some point. Don't worry.
Oh, that is nice. I would love to keep you for longer. I'd love to talk with this Genasi. That's the word. Putting on a brave face. Cute. I like it.
Yeah, he is cute. But
With that,
not.
I'll actually kind of release, lighten my grip on his shoulder and kind of smack him with the back of my hand. Just not really hurting him. Just kind of like a playful. We've talked about this kind of smack.
I lose 1 HP.
Well, it wasn't exactly
It's
what I
already a
intended, but
pretty hard slap, I think.
No.
Hard slapped. Or maybe Klaatu is just a very sensitive man.
Yes. It hurt my feeling. No.
HP is not actually alive, but your will to fight, and you just lost a little bit with the slap.
She approaches, touches your shoulder, and heals you for that one. And you feel that
wow.
you feel the reconstruction of your skin and body, almost as if you feel almost tangibly your blood and even your flesh being strangely reshaped to its former position. It's an incredibly strange experience.
Ooh. Oh, that feels so different than Mists. But thank you.
Don't hurt your friend. Don't hurt my friend.
Oh. Wait. That was totally fine. I'm just very squishy these days. My skin and my flesh is new, and it is very soft.
I have noticed.
It would,
Very young flesh you have.
yeah, looks delicious, like in your eye.
No, it's almost like she kind of presses a bit of your shoulder and then a bit of your arms. It feels almost like baby's muscle.
Oh yeah,
And then she licks her lips as she turns.
Oh boy. Okay. Can we roll an insight to check if she's actually looking at us like food, like
Sure, yeah.
insight that I with an 18, like
Okay.
all of us,
Well,
like degree of
she
food level.
she has not even addressed uh Miru, and so she does definitely look at Miru as the food offering. And with the rest of you, she is interested in the flesh. There's something curious about flesh itself, flesh, blood, skin, that is interesting to her. It's what she works with. It's not necessarily that she's interested in eating, but more molding. It's like a craftsman looking at clay. But she has eaten some before as well.
Yeah, me and my baby body. I like it. I hope I get also an older age now.
One second, guys. There's a phone ringing. I'll have to check that.
Perhaps I can get over 90 years old. That would be
Oh yeah,
awesome.
you may all get eaten.
Oh no. Well, I have plans to get infinity of ages, but we will see. We will see. Perhaps we can spend the time together forever, Justin. Wouldn't that be great?
I have to think about that.
Oh, my burgers are coming.
What his burgers?
I think that was a real life comment, not a in-game comment.
Yeah, same. Guess we're going to go into the car on Mateus' side.
Está um pouco cansado, mas tenho a certeza que há uma possibilidade que chega aqui a uma hora. Sim, muito bem. Eu vejo. Sim, estou bem.
Do you think we're going to get eaten?
They seem nice. I
I'm
think.
Miru will.
Kinda.
I think Miru will. Miru's like a bit shaky, holding all this seaweed. Sit, LJ. I mean, like, I think I'm butt seasoning.
I think that whether or not we get attacked depends on how we handle some conversations.
But do we know, like, do they have some ulterior motives or something? Like,
We have no clue.
they're just
Hey,
basically just
I am back.
vampires chilling.
Yeah, it does seem like they haven't, but they will if we try to do something. They like Plato so far, so
Hey, I am back.
Welcome
Alright.
back. We're waiting on Klaatu to return real quick.
Oh,
His
Plato.
burgers.
He said something about his burgers and just disappeared.
delivery. Or
Yeah, I'm back again. Hello.
You got your
Oh.
burgers?
Yeah.
That's good.
burgers
Okay.
present.
Good. Okay, so continuing on then. Cecilia turns and asks for a servant. Quickly, a portal appears, or rather, the staff sends forth this red gas that forms this circle, and out of it, a portal forms, and Mattia walks from it. And she keeps her cheerfulness, looking at Cecilia and
Oh,
the
that's the
two
creepy
Barbatos,
thingy.
Yeah.
and she says, "Hello, how can I serve you?" Cecilia turns her staff, pointing with her staff towards all of you, and you feel this strange plucking sensation, almost as if your soul was being pulled towards it for a split moment, as it lingered on each of you. She says, well, skipping Miru, because she doesn't recognize her as
Wow.
anything, and says, "Show these to the guest room. And what are we to do about the meal?" And she points towards Miru.
Oh, that is no meal. I said they are all friends. You misunderstood me. I would have brought something if I would have known.
Oh, I thought that you were
Oh,
going.
sorry,
Yes,
guys.
I'm sorry. I thought
Bless
that
you.
she was
Sorry.
your servant. She now approaches to study Miru, and she circles you twice in this ethereal and, again, hauntingly fast movement.
Lizards are often
Smelling you,
cold-blooded. Do you like cold blood?
she says, "What a curious creature this is. A flesh made out of wood. I would love to study you. How did you end
Mm.
up being what you are?"
Well,
But then she
I was a I
kind of
was a lizard
listens or
before.
hears what, or what sort of hears what Orba said and turns to him and says, "I'm sorry, can you repeat that?"
I just said that lizards are cold-blooded, and she's a tree. I don't know if her blood is that good.
A tree and a lizard. What a strange mix. And what curious magics have hold over you. She enters this strange sort of trance as she stretches her right hand, her eyes circling back on her onto her head, and she just, so only the white of her eyes reveal themselves, even they trembling a bit as she is attempting to almost divine cast some sort of spell to understand Miru.
Miru's just tilting her head like
Hmm.
it. So she doesn't want to eat me anymore.
Can I tell what she's casting?
I don't know if it's better though.
And for me,
I mean,
Yeah, sure. Well, you can make an Arcana check together.
does my detect magic not help?
It is a divination spell.
ooh, how many is that?
Right.
All right,
13?
So
I will rule it as with advantage. So
yeah.
it would be the 21 of the Arcana. She is casting a mix of detect magic, detect good and evil, and a different sort of spell that she seems to have invented, some sort of detect blood.
Okay, but I don't sense an obvious threat from this spell.
No, there's no threat. It's a
Okay.
pure divination spell.
Miru
Like
have
a
blood. She's
all
part
right.
wood.
You're right. You're scanning us. All right. You could have just asked. You know.
I mean, it,
Well,
it was a long
Because
story, but I don't mind telling it. What happened?
she
yeah.
she she kind of returns to herself, says, "Ah, fascinating creature.
Yes, we are all very
Sap,
fascinated.
but blood. She turns her head in a slightly unnatural way, kind of like extending only maybe 5 degrees more than the neck should be able to turn, to be able to look at Justin, say,
Oh.
"I'm sorry, what was it that you said? I was in a trance."
We suggested not to scan people and just ask questions, because not everything is food. Justin Mortimer's the name.
I wasn't analyzing her for food, nor would I analyze you for your blood. Undead. I was analyzing her, and her alone. Could I not be interested?
Of course you can, but why make it like keeping it for
Should
yourself?
I have?
Just ask, have a
Should I have?
conversation. Undead.
Should, should I have asked for permission?
No, I guess it's fine. I've been checking out the magic of this place all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. And she smiles with her teeth again. A smile that primarily shows her canines.
So I feel a little tension over here. And I would say we are all very hungry. How about starting dinner, but not eating any more of us? I guess.
Don't worry, you would make a poor meal, all of you. Plus,
I
we
would
prefer
be.
to treat our meals to take some time.
Okay.
But tell me, how did you come across a lizard as well, including it in your little party? I have found that their meat is satisfying enough. But
Sure.
Actually, they found me. More than I found them. And we stayed one night together and talked a little bit, and we're close friends since then. Right? And
Right.
a group. See, they are all nodding, I hope.
We're still staring at her like a bit, a bit nervous.
It is still like contemplating the fact she said she tasted lizard
We're
flesh.
thinking like, I hope it's the lizard folk and that's the bespoke lizard.
Maybe she means alligators? Crocodiles?
We're hoping so. Like, like every lizard looks the same for other creatures, so
Mattia at this point approaches you and offers to each of you, taking from this sack, or more correctly, this strangely carved bag of holding, taking from it a piece of bread and giving it to each of you.
Is it still good?
Celia says, good, Mattia, good initiative. An appetizer. Present them to their guest rooms, and I would love to hear your story, Klaatu, but
No.
I would hate to hear it twice.
Yeah, I think so.
And she starts again, half walking and half hovering, almost as if, a woman were to be able to walk on high heels without having the high heels, towards the vastness of the hall, and at some point fading from view.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of,
It's not
under my
poison,
breath.
and there's no disease.
Okay, under my breath, I just kind of quickly cast a spell over the bread. and before I
Mm-hmm.
take a very cautious nibble.
Okay. Locations of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases. There is intensely this feeling of a poisonous creature or more of a diseased creature in the 2 and 3-headed dogs. In terms of poisons and even diseases, very strongly from Nardo, more specifically from his quiver.
Hmm.
Oh, that was more information I was expecting.
Yes.
He has definitely dabbled in quite intense and strong poisons. Leto, on the
Mhm.
other hand, nothing really that seems poisonous about her.
I'll kind of lean in and whisper to as many of the party as possible that dogs seem to be poisonous and Nardo's quiver is full of disease.
Let me check. I could imagine that still the inner circle is going.
But the bread seems to be fine.
The bread is fine.
Yeah, perhaps the inner
It's
circle is still going. Depends
it's a
on.
bit you feel, Miss, that it is a bit difficult for you to actually be able to fully make the distinction between their vampirism and a form of blood disease or blood altering. Except again for Leto, who is absolutely clear of all sorts of magics. He even seems to be clear of all sorts of magics at all. He is incredibly clean and to an extent that is impossible in this place. Obviously, the place itself is quite clean and elegantly made, but just the presence of evil doesn't linger around her at all.
Okay, that seems odd.
Matthias says, "Oh, don't worry about the masters. They are all very nice and friendly to you, and they have decided to extend to you their protection. I will show you
Yay.
the room now."
Meet you for dinner, Nardo. Leto.
Okay, I
Nardo
guess
just
we've.
nods. Nardo just nods and then vanishes, almost as if he evaporated.
Like Batman.
And then Leto says, "All right, Mattia, take them to the room. I'll be playing with my little children for a bit." And she picks up some bone of something and throws it. And the dogs immediately go out to chase it,
No, Clark, if you want to
biting
keep
also
talking.
biting severely also each other on the way to
Oh,
that sort of nasty prize.
Oh, I think we have enough time at the dinner to talk. And I can
alright.
talk to everybody then.
I'll go and catch up with Mattia then.
Yeah.
Mattia, would it be too much to ask if you to invite Mr. Donato to the dinner as well?
Yeah, please, everyone.
She she is in a totally servile position to you, and at the same time, as a young child. So she has her hands behind her back, and she is quite straight, disciplinedly straight, not built straight. She says, "Of course, I will try to call Master Donato, but he might not want to be disturbed tonight, but I will speak with him.
Tell him that Morty is here, Morty Bellany.
I am not sure that the masters have not had dinner together in many years, and some of them prefer to stay in their own side of the castle.
Well, things changed. We are here, so maybe they'll change their mind too.
Some feel that it might even be a bit overwhelming for you to meet all of them at the same time.
I see.
And she smiles. You understand that she's telling you a white lie.
Yeah, we can. I guess we walk around. Perhaps we just visit him, or perhaps another time. We'll
The link
see.
has been established, Klaatu. We'll have to deal with them soon or later.
Will you want to meet with all of the masters?
Oh, I know them from past time. Perhaps it will help to gather my memories, and I just want to see some friendly faces I knew, or I knew once.
We're still waiting for the friendly.
Well, Leto and Otto are friendly.
Yeah, totally friendly faces.
That's not the word I would use to describe the situation that we're in, Klaatu.
Oh,
I mean, as
yeah.
far as undead goes, friendly, yeah.
They are very cool.
Hmm. Yeah, they are cool, right? Oh, thanks, Horrible. Always so positive. Thanks. And Mist, I can totally understand you. Still happy that you are here. And I can't emphasize that enough. I think you are the bravest person here around. Doing this just for me? That is so much for me. I really appreciate that.
I kind of don't really blow off your comment. Just kind of, I'm preoccupied with the environment, and I just kind of turn back to you and I say, "How long are we gonna be here?"
At least one night.
Night. We're staying all night.
Oh, otherwise I can't teleport us back. We can ask if we can go earlier, but you know.
Yeah, we need to step out of the gate again to be able to teleport. Because we are technically on a different plane.
Yeah, that's right too.
Yeah, you
Mattia
can just
responds saying, "How very perceptive of you, master. Indeed you are. Now, you may step through here and use from her, almost taking over half of her magic capacity. She creates this portal that stands almost 2 doors in width, and it is a thick red mist. It says, "Step in here to your rooms."
Okay.
1 second, I'm being called.
Mhm.
You guys go ahead.
Right. Nice room. Big, comfy. Enough beds.
Oh, is it one big room for us all?
Yeah.
Again?
Now,
Nice. Oh, pajama party, guys.
I guess I'll need to mentally prepare myself for eating a human.
Oh, I don't think we eat human. Right?
Or
I
maybe,
won't
maybe
eat
we're going
human.
to, maybe we're going to eat something else that's living, and we need some draining of blood.
Well, Miss is a vegetarian.
not a vegetarian. I just don't eat sentient beings.
Well, maybe Miru can just pass around more of that sweet algae then.
Yeah. They are great. I love them. I'm quite addicted.
Oh man.
What? They taste great.
Yeah, but they just
You know,
won't go bad. Everyone likes them. They are traded as currency in multiple occasions. I just don't get. I can't wrap my head around them, and that's pissing us off.
Oh. You mean... Ah, yeah. Oh. With us, you mean you and Legion.
What? Yeah, it pisses us off.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody in Legion pisses that off. That's kind of strange.
For once, Justin, I'm thankful to have Legion hopefully on our side.
Oh, for once, helped out many occasions that I sacrificed something for us.
No, Justin, I appreciate you being on our side. Legion, I'm currently appreciating having Legion on our side.
Well, Justin is Legion, Legion is Justin. It's hard to tell, you know.
Really?
Like, I guess I know what you're saying.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's a
Well,
distinct
oh,
character, me, Justin. Would be weird if you would have to deal with the kind of personalities hidden within us.
Mm.
Enough talk about that. I actually do have blood, you know. And I look at Oroba mostly because he would know that I still carry the blood of merfolks and Capinchos and humans.
That's right. It's not like we are so blood averse ourselves.
Yeah, it's well, I never really used them. I used them like 3 times, I think. But actually, I can, and I pull out the blood ritual dagger, perform blood rituals with this thing that transform one's body into, well,
Something you use with
I
blood.
can't say for any case, but in the Capincha case, it makes you more hairy and smaller.
Hmm.
Merfolk blood makes you more scaly and fishier, like your legs merge together. Get
Interesting.
fins.
It's a very
Yeah.
scientific description.
We've been through the merfolk transformation ourselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's quite painful.
Oh, okay. Then it's something I won't do.
It's only painful for a short time.
Oh, okay.
And it's not like you're exhausted from the pain afterwards. It's more the crushing and reforming of bones.
Hmm. Oh, still. Oh, well, Wait. Can I see that?
No,
Oh.
you have those crazy eyes again.
What?
If it comes up again, you know. If it comes up and they're like, oh, we would have loved some blood, where can we suck some? Who's actually the one person they could suck blood from here? I mean, Miro has some blood left in her body, Oroba would be a target, and then you yourself, Klaatu, right?
Yeah, but I guess I'm just positive thinking here. PMA, positive mental attitude. We need that here. At least for Mist, look at him. He is so much more wet than normally. I guess he is sweaty. Mist, are you sweaty? Is that
He's the best protected.
Well, yeah, he is. Because he's strong.
No, just getting close to them is going to cause them pain. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. I had to get used to it.
Oh well.
If they were to suck his blood, I guess it's going to cost them a great ton of their life. If not even all of it. Can't you see this guy's holy?
What is holy?
Melora protects me.
It's ridiculous of me to be the one to tell you that someone's holy, you know? Because the one thing they were right about is that the concept of gods is a bit ridiculous.
You like that, right?
I'm curious about Cecilia at most. I'm more interested in Mr. Donato and the way he's crafted those armors.
I'm curious if they have a lab.
No, this thing is so big they must have many labs because they need to avoid each other.
Perhaps I can buy some tanks from them. I want to build a laboratory too. I need at least one that is like 2 meters high, I guess.
As long as we're on the move, I feel like we should maybe as soon as we're finished here, we need to scout for a place to really rent out and
Yes.
Yes, I would like
put
that as well.
some defenses up around it.
The port we are.
And we can start brewing beer again.
Yes! Horrible! And I give you a big hug. Finally!
If there's some friendly and peaceful trade going on near, that would be awesome too. But I guess so far from everything I've seen, that's something that we shouldn't make our highest priority. Otherwise, we just get disappointed.
How did you leave the merfolk? Were you on good terms?
We reinstated their political apparatus.
I wonder how they're doing right now.
So perhaps we can build a port there. Or in their territory at least.
We could kill a bunch of Capinchos, and then you have the skeletons to make them do the work, if that's what you want.
Well, I can work with that, of course. Yes, why not? But Capinches are the small creatures. They are, well, I could fuse two together. That could work, yes.
So we kill twice the amount.
Yeah, but
Do we really need to discuss mass slaughter for slavery's sake?
no.
If we would ever be in an environment to talk about murder and death, it would be right now, don't you agree?
And Miss, don't get me wrong. I'm just spitballing here and telling that I wouldn't do that. Of course, they are very cute, these Capinchos. But I saw here a lot of bones that I could just use, and then teleporting them. It will take a few weeks, perhaps, but oh, if I don't reassemble them, they are just matter. And this I can transport via teleport a little bit easier. Because I don't have to reform your whole body and your DNA strengths and genes and cells and stuff. So, okay, yeah, if I get alone here, I could take several tons of things or so.
They said that they wouldn't. Let us take the skeletons out there, paled upon the guard.
Yeah? We had
They
that?
said they wouldn't. Yeah, we asked.
Oh, yeah, because of defensive measures and scarecrow things. Yeah, but they will have some. They will get me some. No problem. I guess.
Yeah, but then they do the killing. You do know that you're asking for corpses. Mister, you do realize that you're working together with a necromancer who needs things to be killed.
I mean,
Normally, I recycle. I take what is already dead. I don't like killing.
Which is the corpses that we kill.
Well,
we see dead bodies
He's
outside.
not.
I mean, outside the big building, the castle. There were dead bodies outside.
yeah. I think they won't. Yeah, I thought about that.
I mean, they look like they're there for scaring people. It doesn't look like they're there for anything, right? I mean,
I wouldn't be scared, but normal people would, I guess.
then maybe we can ask and get some from there.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't think I want to really kill for getting a body. I mean, if it was his enemies, yes, but for getting a body?
Yeah. How about the UNT?
Oh,
I
yes.
could use them. They are pretty evil.
Maybe we should ask.
I would. It's back now. Yeah, perhaps.
Or maybe he's on the phone about this issue. I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
Either way, we're on the map now. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a look at the map to scout locations for where we should maybe look for a port.
Yeah.
We heard about if we just stay in good relations with the crocodiles at Deathjaw, then that would be a place. We would need to travel a lot more east. East is this direction, right? To
Yeah.
be able to meet back with the merfolk that we helped.
Oh, okay.
So, and suggesting that if we go south, and we've gone a lot of distance south, a long distance south, then the land still continues. So maybe going even further south and putting us really at the edge makes more sense if we want to be able to trade.
Trying to go to the
Mm,
human port. Is that where we're
Yeah.
planning to go?
I think that's the first thing we should try to figure out what that place is that we've been recommended to, and we couldn't go because of your skeletons. But now there's no skeletons, so we can go.
But if he's gonna summon new skeletons, that means we can't go again.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah.
open necromancy is still pretty disturbing to most people.
Yeah, and I want to change that. And how can I change that if I don't do it in front of people?
That's so fake of you. All you do is to make you actually want to make your flying death skeleton castle and then just lie back and live the fucking long.
Yes,
Yeah,
with
you
my
don't wanna
loved
change.
ones, and you are in that plan. If you want to live eternally, I can manage that. Hopefully.
Living eternally already. For the
As
record.
it's looking now, you're aging day by day. I can see the wrinkles on your butt.
I don't. Okay, I age a little bit, but not in 2 months. I have baby skin. No, but for real, I can really. I
I
can.
look at you. We've been traveling through the jungle, and there's not much place for personal hygiene. Your prestidigitation must have done something, but battle scars and stuff. Come on, mate. How rough are you looking?
I have a few new scars, but that make me more manly. Not that that is important at all, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What did I wanted to say? Yeah, that you are included in this plan, so if you want to be a child again, I can manage that. At one point, if I have a laboratory. And I get a little bit of flesh of you. I need that. For the process.
What? You need flesh?
Yeah.
What? To be a loved one? What's that?
Oh no,
What?
you. No, no, no. You are my loved ones, and I want to live eternally with you all.
So you
And
need
with
a pound of flesh.
not a pound. Just a little bit.
And then?
Then I will decode your DNA with my magic. And then I will put all this information into a spell. And this little bit of flesh, I need just 1 inch, 1 cubic inch of flesh of yours. And then I will put that in this tank, and you will grow out of it. And you, I assume, I just say Oraba, and you, baby Oraba, if you want to be a baby. I can make you also very old like you are now, but I guess you want to be young again, right?
Why would I want that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Why would you want that?
You want to live forever?
Something
That's
wrong with
like-
Oroba?
No.
That's actually
He's-
kind of rude of you to say.
You
Oh,
want him to be like bigger, or are you going to ask him if he likes to be a bit larger person?
no, just young again. Sorry, Orba, I didn't want to be nitpicking or so. I just saw that everybody wants to live eternally, right? No?
Well, everyone in Legion thinks that you're just fine the way you are, Oroba.
Thanks, that's nice of you guys to say.
It's like 2 million personas agreeing.
Nod head.
To live without death is no life at all.
Out of character, no offense, David, but the chance that there's 2 million unanimous agreements that he's
I know.
perfect the way is like
Yeah.
statistically impossible.
That's quite a good joke. But yeah, that's true. And there's no place other than D&D where I can make that.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You know, if you want it that
I
way,
know
go for it.
that the chance is so slim. We know. The white
And I need a few diamonds, but I see you are not that much interested like me in living for eternal life. But
Oh, what do you need diamonds for?
well, that's also a spell component.
Everyone knows diamonds are forever.
How much is a diamond worth?
Depends on the diamond.
What diamond would you need?
What
Oh.
size?
I need like a big fist, like 1,000 gold.
Oh,
Okay, I would have 2 that are probably worth 500 each.
And
And then I have 10 who are probably worth 100 gold each. And then not all of them are diamonds, it's gems. All kinds of gems.
oh no, I need diamonds.
Well,
And
might be
the
some diamonds among them, I don't know.
Yeah, in the vessel, and that is the tank I need. And that is very pricey too, and needs to be special. Like everything I make.
I would gladly arrange for a trade for any diamonds that you have.
Well, let's check later on the diamonds. I don't know. I've put them all in a bag and put gems on it.
Oh no. Please don't do that. Is any of us proficient with these stones as minerals?
What do you mean?
yeah, minerals, Marie.
There's a stone jewelry proficiency?
I could work them into something and I can make them stick on. I don't know, but I wouldn't be able to.
So nobody can know which is a sapphire or ruby or I know that one, but you know the different ones like I don't know
I
malachite
think
or
I could probably say it though. I do have some knowledge of
okay,
minerals.
that's good.
Oh, you mean that way? Okay. Wouldn't you have the proficiency though because you like fine stuff?
I have this. I think that's the right one.
Why not? Yeah, so basically I want to clone myself, and if you want to, I can do it with you too. Because as I know, my love is an elf, or it seems like in my memory, at least he is, so I guess he still might live, actually. And he will outlive me many more decades if I'm just a human. So I need a way to live longer. To actually first met him and then actually spend time with him if he still wants to and didn't have forgotten me over the time.
Or falling in love with someone else.
Well, yeah, that's always an alternative, but my goal is a different. I can fall in love with anybody, I guess. Well, no, not really, but you know me.
I know what you mean. The depths of you are still a mystery to all of us.
The depths?
Ether. The depths of your character.
Hmm.
Do you understand what I mean?
A little bit, I guess.
Well, you said you know me, and I tried to reply with
Now I get it.
there's much more to you that we don't know.
Yeah, that's... Well, I try to be as open as I can.
Everyone in the room should notice that Justin is already eating something.
Yeah, we have bread. And we can eat that.
Yeah, I fear that there's actually going to be a body lying on the dinner table, and they're expecting us to eat it. So I'm just going to go ahead and, prepare myself.
They are not savages, they are... they are pretty cultural. Don't
They
you
had
think?
like I don't know how many, 1,000 spiked corpses in their garden right in front of the castle. That is probably made of lives of people. They employ Goros, who is basically a living monument to the misdeeds against some of the people you knew, and
Yeah.
they use him and slave him instead of killing and releasing them.
If you put it like that, of course. Yeah. I find it very hard to not get into this conflict of my morals with them too, yes, but I kind of want to let it work it out, so...
And we could
I-
also talk about the murals they have, where they show how they slaughter and do genocide.
You're making it really hard for me right now. I just want to enjoy it. Really, I just want to see some old friends, Miss Justin. But it's good that you see it this way, because I won't do it. And I guess that would be very dangerous. For you all, I think I'm safe.
We just need to know who we're dealing with, is what I'm saying, and we can't just sugarcoat them and say they're old friends. If they would be good old friends, they would be lying underground like good dead people do. But they've done some bad things.
Well, I
Or
didn't
saved
done-
some people by acquiring sentinel artifacts and containing them within themselves.
Well, first of all, they could be still good people, still living, because I'm a good person, I would say, and I'm still living. But also, we... No, forget it. It's alright. It's good that you think that way, and I don't have to think that way, because, yeah. That's group effort, that's teamwork, I like it. I don't have to think about it, you do it. I just enjoy my time.
Well, one thing, Klaatu,
Yeah.
before you just ignore what I said and go back to being all lovey-dovey and sugarcoating.
Yes.
The Cecilia person, you were especially, how to say, surprised when seeing her. Like you'd
Oh, yeah.
expected her to be different. Why?
Yeah, totally. She was once the cleric of our ship. She healed us when we were like food poisoning of my cooking style, or if we had really bad injuries because of things we had to cross on the crossing. So she was a very nice person. Totally different than right now, just... She hurt my feelings. She never did that before.
So she was a nice person, but
Yeah, she
nothing,
was...
nothing is like she is now, creepy as fuck.
Yeah, so she reminds me, or once she reminded me a little bit of you, but you're different, of course, you're a totally different person, but the need to do good things was in her heart, I would say. And to be a nice human, or a nice person. Nice sentient being, if you want to phrase it.
I'm not getting that feeling from her currently. Just
No.
letting you know.
Yeah, I feel the same. and that makes me a little bit sad. But yeah, perhaps I believe in second chances, so perhaps there's something still possible, or else I will just don't be befriended with her, I guess.
Well, whatever circumstances made them what they are, they might actually try to be good. But everyone inside of this weird alliance that they have is anxious about this alliance that they have and about the others. And I think it has to do with this guy who made this castle. Ramon.
Come on.
Ramon Morsini.
And trust me, whatever they did to become what they are, it can't be good, Klaatu. It just can't be good.
Perhaps they just try to live, but yeah,
Yeah.
kind of agree.
What I
For a
don't
price.
understand is how do they fit in with all the other stuff, the plant queen and the spiders? Do they fit in there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
As watchers and influencers and scouts.
I don't want to know how many test subjects they have in their basement or somewhere.
Oh yeah. Would be interesting, right?
You could ask the lady.
Oh, I will. But perhaps not this evening. I guess, because Mist is feeling very uncomfortable and I don't want to stretch the time as far. I just wanted to get in contact. And we had the time because, well, the situation in the forest is very complicated to solve. And the
Let's
time
see.
was right. It was also very spontaneous, actually.
We're going to hear more about their political views when we're at dinner with them.
Let's.
Let's see who comes.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they have some long schemes that are interesting to us as well.
Yeah, perhaps.
Maybe they could be kind of our allies as well.
I would hope so.
In the best case.
I think I heard some vampires like wine a lot.
Wine? We can brew that too.
We could brew that, yes, if we have grapes.
Yeah, we need grapes.
Maybe there's some in the garden.
Could you not make fruit wine as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's tacky.
Oh, we need that port.
We could make some wine. No, that doesn't make sense. I was just thinking if we could use the time walking powers of the tower. But it's gone anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of crashed.
But that would be so funny.
No, I would give everyone an unfair advantage.
I personally happen to be partial to strawberry wine.
What?
That
Strawberry.
was the drink of my youth.
Strawberry wine.
Yeah, it granted it is not quite as potent as some of the others, but I don't drink wine for the alcohol. I drink it for the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should just settle down somewhere and open up some kind of liquor store.
Oh yeah. You make a bar or a bar.
Yes, we make the greatest bar where no one eats each other and they just drink strawberry wine.
Yeah, that's alright. I just make some skeletons to do the work for us. Even have some high.
There go your customers.
No. They will be like, I don't know. They have pajamas on or so. make them terribly funny, and so nobody can think of them as harmful. I don't know, give them like plush arms or so, I don't know.
Good
No,
luck
they
on
have
that.
to serve, so they need their skeleton arms. But, you know, give them clown faces or I don't know.
You do know that we have to liberate the jungle before you can actually settle down.
Can a man dream? Please, Justin. For
Oh, yeah,
once.
go. I wasn't aware. I take everything so seriously and literally.
Yeah. That is true. But yeah, the bar. And underground we have a laboratory and your thing for your creams and things you need for whatever you want to make. Or a bar. And we can also have like another basement where you can build your stuff. And Miru, you don't build anything. What are your hobbies? Miru, do you have hobbies?
Well, how about you host a service for Mist? There he can preach.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. On the backyard, we have like a house, and in the back there's a garden where you can drink beer, and then after the beer garden, you go and can learn about Melora and stuff. And a nice like I imagine a little pond and a big tree growing over it, and the leaves are going into the water. Oh, idyllic.
Well, I can't say that I'm much of a preacher, but would definitely appreciate a shrine to Melora if I'm being included in this future plan.
Of course. Mist, I wouldn't miss you. I don't want to miss you anymore. You are in my little new grown heart. My baby skin heart.
But what about you, Miru? Are you going to keep training the people at the Queen's Palace?
That's the plan, I guess. We need to train them. We need to. We basically, my tribe needs to have a purpose. Because if not, they're just gonna be wandering around, like not knowing what to do.
Oh.
It would be nice to have a home, like our own home. Like with big trees and a pool that we can swim and with lots of food. That would be nice.
Yes. Of course, that's your dream.
But if we can go back to the savannah and get our land back, that would be even better with the other tribes.
Well, if we gave the lizards back their country, I guess, Miru, would you help us to build a port in your lizard country then?
That would be nice. Since I've been traveling to the new world, or your world, I've learned a lot of things. I want my people to learn a lot of things too. I know we've been keeping to ourselves, and I think that might be the reason why we actually got, defeated, invaded, because we didn't have a lot of connections and we don't have a lot of things we know. So maybe if we can trade with other people, like have a port, have like a lot of trading posts, it would help. At least that's the plan for the future.
That sounds very good.
And maybe we can even trade with the with the queen, or with the big lizard folk, and with the alligators, and maybe the humans. Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen humans from your world, but maybe even them.
Yeah, let's hope that all of that aligns somewhat with these necromancers. Sorry, with your friends, Klaatu.
Yeah.
Because if not, then we're going to be in a deep problem.
It will all work out.
They seem very powerful, you know?
Good friends to have.
Yes. Hiding something, like, but not hiding anything. Does that make sense?
No, not really, but
They look like they're not saying everything,
yeah,
but they don't look like they're hiding anything.
you're not wrong. I hear you. And I think you're right.
Do you
But
think
yeah,
they know what's going on everywhere? If they look like they know, like maybe in the savannah and even in the forest.
question I don't could be, but I don't know. They are very old, so they could have a deep network. Could be right.
Do you think they will help my people or they will help us unite the garden? What do you think?
If we play our card rights, perhaps. But I think they will have their own motives. I don't think that we are so charmful that they just will do what we want. Although that would be the thing I would love to see, of course. And I would love to see that we are getting befriended with them. But that's sugarcoating, as I learned.
They're interesting. I mean, they seem happy here.
Kinda right.
Well,
Looks
Klaatu, I'm gonna have to see some pretty amazing acts of altruism before I'm willing to befriend these friends of yours.
It's pretty safe to say that they actually, at the moment, are still considering to eat humans sometimes and kill other humanoids sometimes.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm willing to subsist on a let bygones be bygones platform at the moment, but I don't know if I could honestly be friends with this group at the moment.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you don't have to be sorry. I totally respect that. And I get your point. Why? Of course. But I don't care so much for these things, but I respect your opinion about that, and I won't force you to do anything with them. Still appreciating that you are here, and you do that for us.
I think we should just dip our toes in the water and feel out the factions and see who are the people who actually mean good by heart.
Mm-hmm.
And who are the ones corrupted by their power. So that dinner is a very good thing.
I will try to ask for resources for the port. Perhaps I can arrange some bones for future. Not for now, but when we have a good settlement or a good point for that, that would be very useful. I could do it with good plans. I can imagine I could do it.
Maybe ask for a map of this Maybe ask of the map that they have scouted out.
Yeah, that would be a good starting point, actually.
Oh my god, I just ate so fucking good, mates.
What did you eat?
Nachos with cheese and potato, sigara börgi, Spinat, sigara börgi, G-Köfte, Avocado Dip. Wie heißt das nochmal? Pico de Gallo.
Richtiges Menü.
Sheesh.
Tschüss.
I feel so full. Method acting for the dinner that's ahead of us.
Yes.
If it even is ahead of us.
I'm worried. We've been exposed too much lately. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't. What do you mean?
Meeting the queen close to death, you know? Just meeting her. Standing in front of her, letting our defenses down. Then the bees in our heads that we only got rid of by making another deal. Or at least promises. I think I kind of tricked them there. And now we're in a different plane eating dinner. You know, we're always at someone's mercy. Or been at someone's mercy a lot of times in the past.
Well, unfortunately, that is the way things work when you are not all powerful.
Also, we are on the road all the time. We basically have no home.
Oh, so true.
We are homeless people. Hobos!
Like Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Some of us are a little more used to that than others, I take it.
I'm not used to it.
I wasn't. But now I'd say I am.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like, I don't mind it, but I think it's nice to have some stability sometimes.
Would
I
be
miss
great if you could just like do this little magical orb of yours in which we can sleep sometimes and create some more magical spaces, you know, that can walk with us, but where you can also store stuff.
Yeah. I could learn some, but I need books for that. I know there are spells for that. Perhaps in the library.
Yeah, but still, a place for all of us to settle down some and be at a harbor and place of trade and business will do us some good, I figure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need something without my total presence all the time.
Yeah. A base of operations. Oh, that means we need a name. A serious name.
I
The
like
Internationals?
yeah, the Internationals was good. But I also like, I don't know, the Hobos? Or the Rolling Stones. I love that.
I don't like hobos.
No?
No.
Oh.
Oh, in Gnomish it means a very terrible word. I totally understand that. I respect that opinion.
Oh, okay, I don't know Gnomish. I'm sorry.
The
Well,
Rolling Stones.
at the moment, I don't know how to cast it, but I know
Oh.
that as I gain knowledge in Melora's magics, I will eventually be able to create a temple of the gods.
That sounds grand.
I don't know how interested any of you would be to live in a temple to Melora, but
Well, 0. Thank you, Mist. Moving on from there. We don't even
And
have a George.
do you have beds in there? And a lot of pillows?
I mean, I'd like to visit it. It must be a nice place. Like
Yeah.
the temple of the Quarto. That was nice.
the point being I would be able to bring it with us as we traveled. Casting
Oh,
it
you mean
and allowing us to enter it for up to 24 hours.
Awesome.
just
In my
entering
head,
just
as a
us?
player, in my head, it's a battery charger for Miro's shield.
A sacred place, yeah.
Here's, she needs to rest she needs to have a long rest to have the flight of the shield.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if Miss does that, we can use it every day, every day, and all the other skills every day. And then I don't have to think about saving it for special moments, every day.
How would the Temple of Melora look? Maybe it's just a, like, alleyway of trees with some moss and a little well. Little stream of water going through.
I think it would be my choice as to how it looks.
Right, if it just so happens to contain a forge and laboratory, bedrooms,
Things and a pool.
then that might actually be interesting.
With a defensive tower on the top, and moat in the outside.
Yeah. Temple guardians. I guess it's what you make it with your fantasy. But you said you need to gain power for that anyway, so...
Yeah, according to this, it could be about 12 stories tall, though.
Oh.
It's a room.
But the room can only be about 120 feet square. But still, that's 12 stories at 120 feet square. That's...
And the rooms can be of your design as well?
Looks like it. Yeah, you make all decisions about the temple's appearance. I'm looking at literally
Nice.
the spell Temple of the Gods. It's a 7th level spell if you guys are wanting to read it.
No, that's fine. I trust you. And if you can make the rooms as you wish, then that's pretty grand. It's like the wizard spell.
Pretty much.
Very nice. I don't have to pick it then, but
I can even make it difficult for other creatures of celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead to enter it.
It's like a fortress. Then you can make it temple fortress.
Pretty much.
Pretty cool.
nice. Do you have to pick that spell, or is it free for you to take and prepare?
Free for me to take and prepare
Oh.
at 7th level.
Oh,
7th
that's
level
right.
spells.
Clerics are OP.
Awesome. Yeah, that's nice. Then I don't have to pick the mention. That's good.
It takes an hour to cast. It lasts for 24 hours.
Carry it with you.
Yeah, I can cast it anywhere. If I cast it in the same place for a year straight, it is permanent.
Ah,
Sick.
That
so we
would
should
be a
maybe do
plan
it like that. Yeah.
if we could... How much... How keen are you on the idea that there's like five people living in your temple that are not particularly followers of Melora, occupy these areas as their living quarters.
Melora loves you even if you do not follow her.
Oh,
Right,
that's
That
so nice.
works. That works.
That works.
That works for me.
I mean,
Justin,
we're
stop
like,
pissing in the garden.
And I don't even have anything against Melora. She's very nice.
yeah, we're like, sir.
So I could totally take a year off of anything, anytime. I could be on holidays for more than 1 year. We could build any temple, actually. And I could use the time to, well, to make some spells and craft the things I want to craft.
Well, a year just won't go by faceless. We still need to finish what we started, mate.
Well, I had years of nothing passing my place.
If you had years of doing nothing, you would have more hobbies, right? Like knitting or something.
Yeah, I wasn't very active, that's right.
I
Yeah,
imagine
you weren't in the discussion for any responsibilities as well.
Actually, I was just reading.
I
If you had
imagine
like years.
I imagine he has hobbies that he's picked up, mastered, and discarded at this point.
Yeah, sadly, masturbation is not on the discarded ones.
I
Let's
couldn't.
be real here.
That's my new hobby. My old new hobby.
No,
Oh,
but
no.
I mean, once we finish this forest thing, where we definitely are the instigators of multiple events, then I am not against it. We could still teleport from there and have political discussions and planning the
Yeah.
rebellion against the Yuan-Ti.
And, like, Miss, do you have to stay at this point for a whole year? Or can you travel a little bit but have to be there recasting it for a year?
I have to recast it daily for a year.
Yeah, okay.
At the
So
same
you
place.
Oh, that's perfect. We could already start with it. Oh
We
no.
need a place, right?
Where will the place? We haven't found like a perfect land for it.
Yeah, and we need the experience.
Yeah, I'm not quite powerful enough yet.
We are having a base though. That's nice.
We are going to have a base.
Yep.
Right
I
now,
know
we
what's-
have the prospect of one.
I mean,
Yes.
I will gain, let's see, 5th level spells with our next level.
Oh god.
So
Okay.
it would require
alright.
another 5 levels before I can
Oh.
cast it.
A lot
Time
of
to get
things
some
can
more
happen
stuff.
in 5 levels.
Okay.
A lot of things
It's
can
a
happen.
long-term plan. It's a long-term plan. We
Yes.
just need to establish a base first, and then with that comes an opportunity to further strive. Once I can get to really work on serious projects, we're going to get pretty powerful.
Okay, then I will
Right.
pick this mansion because that is what I want actually. Because we can use that to have stuff like building benches and so on.
She had like a what was it? Was it the bag of wonder? Was it
Like of holding,
bag of holding? Yeah, that one.
we
Because
do
if
have
we're gonna have a future base somewhere, it would be nice to start collecting things that we will need for it. Like 5 levels worth of collecting
Mm.
things.
Are we going to go shopping if we acquire a base? Yeah. We're
I
going
can
to be in the real estate business. It's going to be completely new for you, Miru. You actually need to buy or rent places in the human world, most likely.
I don't
Or
think
maybe
we-
even we
I
acquire
don't
just
think
a bit
that's
of
the
land.
concept even.
So imagine someone has a home and they have a large garden, a very large garden, and they say, right, it's so large of a garden, they give you a piece of it, but they are like, hey, it's still our garden. If you want to live there, you need to, contribute to our standard of life, so you need to pay them. You either acquire and buy the land from them, so it's yours, or you rent it from them, so you
Green
pay
border
them.
means friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow border
Gonna
means
offer
neutral.
sweet LJ like
Yeah, it's
currency.
all up for negotiation, of course.
Mir will just take out the sweet LJ. It's worth a lot.
I'm thinking you're gonna have to go pick up some more of that before too long.
The sweet LJ. Do you know how many I still have left? I still got 500, 200, 150, 53, and 170.
Well, sadly, Klatu's never been to the Merfolk people, so teleporting there is risking an arm
Yeah.
or leg.
I mean, it's a risk for you
No.
guys. Mir can breathe.
Actually not, because we have a thing from there, the algae, so it would be much easier to teleport there.
I even have Merfolk blood from the royal. How do you say?
Blood-
Advisor?
Ah,
The royal advisor of the king?
Oh, yeah.
isn't he dead?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He took blood.
But the other one who gave us the task of defeating him.
Oh, that's right.
Let me have a look. I labeled the blood vials. Just let me look through them.
That's funny because I remember giving that to Miro and specifically saying, "Do not give this to Jastin." And
Yeah, it's
what does she
funny, right?
do in the next session? Here you go, Jastin.
I did lots of talking to get it.
She was convinced. I don't know. I think he made a very good what was it?
Nurgle.
Argument.
Nurgle. Nurgle. And I also have tainted blood by Wessier, which could be fun if I gave it to the vampires to drink.
I have also a book of this here. We can fuck up the world pretty much if we want to, I guess.
Fucking Wessier. Need want to fuck up him.
Plant
But that's
pearls.
even beyond the Yuan-Chi plan.
Or well, you still got the magical plant pearl, right?
I have to look. I have so much stuff.
That,
We have
that
the
one I'm
magical weapons.
excited. I'm excited to, that one.
Do you know how to magically lock things?
Me?
Yeah, you, wizard, knowing lots of spells.
In which kind of way?
I don't know, make a lock, make a safe. Make an
Like
arcane safe.
to stash?
Hmm?
To stash or to hold a person?
To make a stash. Imagine putting something in a chest and then you put a spell on it so no one else can open it, and your magic is the key.
Oh no, sorry, I always had bones for that. Skeletons who carried my stuff. I never needed another dimensional place. That was not my thing. But I'm get used to it. Seeing the portal of what was his name again? The owl guy I fucked.
Landerdin.
Yeah, thanks. Landredin, right.
And this says fuck, it means literally.
It wasn't good though, but still counts. I fucked a fae.
And I liked it.
And I'm even not the bard.
Plus,
You
you
are
still
our
lost
bard.
your skeletons though. I'm like, how long have you had not your skeletons already?
Yeah.
Bart at heart.
Started too hard. Forgot your skeletons.
Yeah. They
And
built
your
a home
things, right?
already.
Yeah, and your things, right? Everything you have is left there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What are we
Yeah.
gonna do?
I have nothing left. I have a winter blanket now. And my component pouch bag. I picked a few things from the honey stock. But the most of things are gone.
should really go there when we have the chance. I mean, technically, his Landrigan place is not owned right now. Technically, right? Like nobody owns the place right now.
Could be, yeah. Depends
Yeah.
on if
He
it's.
had minions.
Oh, I was thinking that would have been a nice place to stay to get to build the temple. I guess now.
Yeah, there are a lot of 7th level spells I want to learn. Or there are still a lot of spells I want. But I need books for that to learn, I guess.
Place have lots of books.
Yeah, perhaps I can pick some up here.
I mean, if people are comfortable, Justin can go to the forge. You can go to the library.
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
but
Have a
splitting
group.
the group.
I mean, if we have established it's a safe place. If it's a safe place.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think you'll have a hard time convincing Miss that this is a safe place ever.
Yeah,
Might just
after
stay
the
with
dinner, we'll
kids.
see.
One is like
Yeah, we'll know more.
physically, unable to to tolerate distance, and the other one can be food anytime. So keep it a one, stay in one safe place.
But we can turn it into a horror movie if we want to. Everyone's chooses one of these characters, and we go with each of them, and then see what they are going to do.
Gonna have a good time or a bad time.
I take Martino De Calco. He seems genuine.
Nero
I can
already has
use it.
someone interested in them.
It's one, the scariest one.
I think the scariest one is Ramon.
You think?
Yeah, everyone is scared of Ramon. Everyone has something to be, because he made this castle. He made this place for everyone to stay. So that makes
He could
him
be the
the
strongest,
one
true.
dependable. Well, at least everyone needs to depend on him in some way to keep the castle working.
We haven't met him.
So he has some power over everyone, and I guess they don't like it.
The world more inside checks, like while they were talking about each other.
We need way more inside checks on everyone to see what everyone has against each other.
Mm-hmm.
I just read something on Reddit about a player who basically abuses the inside checks with every sentence NPC says he's just inside checking. There's also a passive inside, right?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It's also nice.
Yeah, it's a way to keep this player shut.
Technically, there's a passive for each of the abilities, but it's on how the DM wants to use it and play it.
Hmm.
Passive strength, passive acrobatics. Yeah.
It's cool.
I mean, for instance, if you're a sailor, more than likely you know how to swim, so you more than likely pass a swimming check, an athletics check to be able to swim.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Generally,
could consider that a passive check.
unless you intentionally said I can't swim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it is possible.
That would be more fun though. I'm a sailor that can't swim.
And it also saves you from the moments where players can't open a door and stuff because they just roll bad. You're like,
Yeah.
it makes sense because you're level 20 and have 26 strength that you can lift this person up, no problem. You don't need to roll for that, Those moments are using passive abilities without knowing it.
Minutes, 50 to 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an hour, guys.
Has it really?
Yeah, almost an hour.
Yeah, I think he's on the drive back home.
Mm.
He It must have, not counted traffic.
I'm guessing some of you are wanting to leave. Is that why you're bringing this up?
I mean, if we do go back in the game, it's gonna be like 5 minutes game time.
Oh. Well, I
Yes.
don't have work tomorrow. Wait. We can go on and on and on and on and on.
I have work tomorrow.
You can go on and on and on.
No. If I can, everyone needs to.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
You
Sorry.
didn't get the memo?
Hmm.
Riza got it.
I just got it now, I think. Yeah, I see it.
So when can we all play again?
Week I'm
Tomorrow
back
morning.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Next week.
Basically, only except Wednesday, I can do every day.
Monday
That's
is
nice. That's a
best
nice
for me,
week.
actually.
I guess Monday, yeah. Yeah, the 25th.
Matthias has the same weekend too.
Okay, is there a secondary day just in case Matthias is unavailable on Monday?
Actually, not with me. It's just Monday because my brother is coming to visit the other days.
Oh, he's typing in Discord.
I could do the Monday or Friday.
He felt me saying something.
Friday is bad as well. Friday is the emergency day.
It's okay.
Yeah, we had fun. I guess
Yeah.
we should just even meet up when the DM is missing as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
talk
just need
about
someone to open a map on Roll20.
I mean, it's also good to just strategize, right? And
Yeah.
see what we're gonna do.
we never have
Yeah.
time to strategize, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we came up with an interesting vision we want to work towards. Creating
Yeah.
a temple in a fucking place.
hmm
That's some straight commitment.
That's hopefully surrounded by allies.
We're going to work towards that because once he's able to do that, he needs to be level, what, 17, 18?
Something like that, yeah.
Justin's plan is to, by level 18, have the Yuan team dead.
Mm.
At least, like, not genocide, sorry, to have them beat. To have them conquered. And reinstated a new rule that might not be Musa. But yet, at this point, it's looking like reinstate youth Musa. It's not perfect, guys.
Do we have like complete armor, guys? I'm really missing armor. I got a shield, a weapon. I need armor.
I never had armor.
Well, you had bark, which is why it's hard for you to make armor, but I could reinforce the bark. If that...
I basically want to be a walking,
Yeah, but Justin works around the D&D mechanics, so my suggestion for you is what if Justin would treat the bark?
That would be good, I guess. I mean, that is what we're going around it. She does not have skills. She does have bark, which is workable.
So I would carve some and then use oil and so forth to treat yourself, and I would suggest to Mateusz that that's maybe a +1 to AC.
That could work.
We
And
could
we
find
have
some way to transmute your skin into ironwood.
You know, I got that magical plant pearls. That's why I'm trying to
Ooh.
work with Plato to get that. What do you call that? Mass produce. if we
Yeah.
get if we get that mass produce, everybody gets like additional something that they want.
Let's produce. Let me see.
What about the suggestion of Jeff to transmute your wooden bark into iron bark?
Ironwood. If
Ironwood.
ironwood is literally
Hard as iron.
yeah, literally steel.
That's-
That can work.
It's the druidic solution to metal.
So we need to work with druids. Would Justin be able to do that?
Well, my fear is if we do it on your limbs and stuff that you move, that it's going to be all of it in volume is going to transform, so that you can't move it anymore because it's not wood anymore. It's not just a coating. If you transmute it,
Mm-hmm.
then you might be clunky and have an anchor. That's my worries there. But
I might
if we
sink in
could,
water. Yeah.
if we could make a coating of this, you know,
That can work.
or maybe even if you try yourself to
You
improve
let
on it.
like leave out the joints. Basically, that's what they do in a real armor as well, right? So you can still move.
Yeah, what
If you
Justin, this treatment of the wood is I can just do and hope that Mateusz is like, yeah, that makes sense. It gives you a +1 AC, and
I
then
don't want I don't want to lose my ability to swim or climb. It's been very useful.
Mm.
yeah, for the rest you have to see. I always thought you were wearing heavy armor.
Oh no, the heavy armor was who was it? The one that we killed.
The armor that we killed, Dagran.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
Degran.
not heavy armor. He was like +3
Ah, yeah.
or something. So when I lost him, I lost a lot of AC. That's why Mateus actually gave me the shield and actually upgraded it.
Hmm.
Because if not, I would be very squishier than Miss basically. At that time, I also had very little health.
Well, you and
And I
I
suppose,
were rivaling in armor class,
yeah, at some
so
point. So I said, I need something because I'm supposed to be the tank. A tank can be squishy or have less HP.
I mean, at the moment, I am the highest armored in the party. So
See,
Oh,
it's getting
With
harder.
my upgrades, I come in second, I think.
yes, Justin is a very close second.
I'm crying on the corner, guys. I'm the tank.
Yeah, but I could give you this free +1 AC upgrade to you permanently on top of you finding a heavy armor. And we could argue for transmuting some of your limbs, because if you can transmute him once and you can transmute him back, all depends on the logic that Mateusz wants to apply. And then maybe you get another +2 or another +1. And then you still haven't donned an armor on.
I
So I don't
kinda,
know.
I kinda can do that one from the magical plant pearls. I kinda can have it, but at the same time, I'm trying to like work with, like I said, with if we can work it out with Oraba that we can mass produce it, everybody can have some. So I'm kind of trying to hold back on using it so that everybody can have like a plus
Yeah.
something
There is a blacksmith here in this castle, so maybe we just approach him for a heavy armor.
with no negative. I've got really bad evil people and giving free armors and weapons, you know.
Yeah, Mateusz doesn't never just give out something like here is it.
Yeah, he doesn't just give,
Yeah,
loot.
like
It's loot
I mean,
with consequences.
Yeah, a backhand. Kacha, kacha.
I kind of want to break this wall of mighty. Like, why do you have this? Breaks
I'm
it.
just wondering where's the dagger of healing.
We have a dagger of healing.
dagger of healing.
Nah, it's just like a joke item, but I think I would be pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah. There is that one. I read that one. Speaking of, should I should have dipped the Mall of Mighty in the pond, right? In the lake. Wouldn't that have cleansed it? No,
Maybe.
Maybe.
because the shield changed to a holy shield.
Well, but part
I
of your body changed.
What?
Yeah, both you and I changed in the pond.
Yeah, so
That's true.
next time we go there, I'm gonna tell Mateus, I'm gonna dip the Mall of Mighty. Does something happen? Does it fixes it?
Oh, fuck, the sentinel tree on top of Uxiphon.
Oh yeah.
We forgot about. I forgot about that as well.
Did we get fruits from him?
Yeah, he was the one. It was the tree.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the recording now, guys.
Yeah, do that. That's fine.